Hello everybody and welcome to Thursdoid, your one-stop shop for all things Project Zomboid. And this week, Ask Project Zomboid devs, the Indie Stone Anything Part 4 Part 2. Alright, look, I'm sorry, I'm late. I did say that I was going to be at PAX Prime, and that is not a lie. I was at PAX Prime, so since I was at PAX Prime, I couldn't give you any of my time, only maybe for a dime. Then I could, whatever. Anyway, I apologize. I've been gone. I'm back. I'm recording. It is late. And to be honest with you, it's not that much I can really talk about anyway. Much like last week, Project Zomboid Ask Me Anything is something you should be reading, not something I should be talking about, but I like to make these videos because I've had an unbroken chain of Mondoids for like 93 or 94 weeks or something, and I don't want to stop now, man, even if it is something small. As always, and much like last time, there are some good questions here that I have spoken about in great length prior, that really kind of do talk about or kind of hit on some of the major gameplay features that are going to be changing or coming. There's a couple of hints here and there, maybe things that we could see really far in the very distant future when it comes to this game, well after its release. But for the most part, everything here that they do talk about is stuff that I have dissected in great detail before, and I don't really want to do it again, and because most of it, not only have I dissected it in detail in the past, I've done it multiple times in the past, so doing it again would just be very redundant. I try not to. We'll do a quick overview though of some of the more important questions, just in case you want something to come entice you to read it. So basically, one of the things they ask is, will we see the ability to knock down a player and you know, beat them unrelentingly to death? The short answer is no, mainly because they want combat to be fun for everybody. But with the changes in animations coming, combat will have a different feel to it and could change the way players play, generally speaking. If you want more details on that, go back a couple of Mondoids. They talk in great detail about that. Will we see bladed weapons get stuck in zombies? Maybe. That's something they're not really worried about. Somebody does ask if they'll ever get the modding tools for the 3D models and animations and stuff. And they say swapping out like the textures on a 3D model is basically as simple as it gets. You can do that now. But if you want to get more in detail, I guess the way the tool set is chained up or something, it's very, very difficult. So they maybe not right away, maybe in the future though. Other things like downtime as far as nighttime. As of right now, there is no sleeping in multiplayer. It will come. One of the big things they're going to do, and we've talked about this before, is instead of everybody having to sleep for hours, your characters, once they become exhausted, all they need is a nap. And that'll take your character out of commission for a few seconds, you know, like not too long, maybe a minute at most. And that's how they're going to deal with sleep at night in like a big multiplayer server. That way people can't just be vulnerable for hours on end. At the same time, they will implement a sleeping feature for small servers, say like in Minecraft, where if you all go to sleep at the same time, night will pass by very quickly and daytime will come. That kind of thing. So that's the thing. How real-like will the NPCs be? For example, will they have even different personalities? This is pretty easy to... I can talk about this in great length. I'm not going to. The best thing to think about is they've pulled their inspiration from some of the greatest NPC games out there, including Crusader Kings 2. I would come read his quick 2-paragraph thing on this, and if you're very, very interested in how the NPCs and AI is going to work, I would suggest going back many blog posts and checking and reading the blog all about NPCs and how they're going to work. It is well worth the read, especially if you're curious as to how they're programming it and what it's all going to be like. Again, there's a lot of stuff here. I don't want to dissect it all. I would highly suggest you come check it out yourself. It's going to be the last Mondoid that's like this. So hopefully next Mondoid is going to be a good one. Also, I just got back from PAX Prime, and I'm actually kind of happy that this Mondoid isn't like massively long. But either way, if that enticed you, come check out the rest. There's some pretty good questions here, especially if you're a newer fan of Project Zomboid. There's some good tidbits here for you to kind of dissect and digest a bit and to figure out how the game's going to go. And if you're interested in any detail as far as any of these questions go, I guarantee you there is a Mondoid somewhere in the history that you can go to and you can read a whole blog post about that one specific topic. Thank you guys for joining me. If you're a once-a-weeker, I'll see you next week. If you're a regular, I'll see you later today. And as always, I'll see all of you next time. Bye-bye.